A Yawning Graves story, based on true events. Back in the days when beach sand led straight to the village cinema, Anna was just a young girl living by the sea. The waves were background music, and the short cut to town was a sandy footpath. Quiet, familiar, and just 5 minutes from home. That night, Anna, her brother Britty, and their friend Joe had gone to watch a late-night show. The kind of show that made you laugh out loud and forget the time. When they stepped out, it was already past midnight. Dead hour. When even the trees stop moving, and the breeze feel like it's holding its breath. They took the short cut back, the one that followed the shoreline. Waves on one side, bush and shadow on the other. They were walking and talking, shoes brushing sand, when something rolled across their path. A ball, out of nowhere, round, smooth, silent. Britty stopped first. "Ya see dat?" Joe blinked. It come from nowhere. The two of them stared at it, and then it began to shift. The ball didn't roll. It didn't bounce. It just stretched, changed, right in front of them. It turned into a massive white dog, tall, silent, still. And it was looking at them. Britty grabbed Anna's hand. Joe stepped between them and the thing. "Anna, you not seeing that?" She shook her head. "See what?" "The dog," Joe whispered. "It right there. Big, white, staring at you." She looked and saw nothing, just sand and sea. But Joe and Britty saw it, and they didn't waste time. "Come on," Britty said, voice tight. "We going home. Now." Joe stayed behind them, watching over his shoulder every few steps. Anna didn't understand why they were moving so fast, but she felt something behind her, like the air had weight, like the night was holding its breath. By the time they reached home, all three were quiet, and none of them looked back. That night, Anna's grandfather shot up from his sleep, heart pounding, soaked in sweat. He had a dream. Or maybe something more. Something visited him. A voice, a shadow, a message. If Joe wasn't there, it would have taken the coolie girl off the earth. That's what they used to call Anna. Coolie girl. The next morning, before anyone could speak, he called them in. "Tell me what happened last night," he said. Anna hesitated. Britty and Joe saw something, a white dog, but I never see anything. He didn't look surprised. He nodded, slow and serious. "I know, because it came to me. Said if Joe never walk with you, it would have taken you off the earth." He looked her dead in the face. "I not just dream it. I feel it still." He placed his hand over his chest. "That thing wasn't no dog. It show itself how it want to. but it watching, and it saw you. The room went silent. Not even the chairs creaked. That was all he said. From that day forward, Anna was not allowed to walk that beach alone again. Not at night. Not even in broad daylight, unless someone was with her. And to this day, she still remembers how her grandfather looked when he said those words. Like he'd seen something once, long ago, and never wanted her to face it. Anna never saw it, but she remembers how Joe kept looking over his shoulder, how Britty's grip on her hand never loosened, how the air felt heavy, like it didn't want them to pass. She didn't see the ball. She didn't see the dog. But that didn't make it less real, because sometimes it's not what you see that haunts you. It's what you almost didn't survive. What stayed with her wasn't the walk home. It was the voice her grandfather heard. And the fact that it chose her. Anna never questioned it after that. She never walked that beach again. And she never needed to see the thing for it to follow her memory. Some things only show themselves to the ones they choose, and when they do, keep your faith true. Because in moments like that, when the veil lifts and something decides to show itself to you, only our Father in heaven is your sword. If you made it this far, maybe you brave enough to stay. But be warned. Round here, the dead don't always rest, and some stories don't like being told. Subscribe, if you dare.